Two San Diego brothers are working to restore an extremely rare farm truck built by their great-grandfather. The 1926 Gotfredson flatbed sat in an Illinois garage for 3 decades before the brothers found it. They towed it out to the Campo Motor Transport Museum to see if they could get it started.
This is the garage where the Gotfredson truck has been stored for the past 30 years.
Our great-grandfather's name was Benjamin Gotfredson. He built horse carriages, buggies, and eventually started building vehicles.
It's in pretty good shape.
He was one of those pioneers, and the approach that he took was to get the best parts he could and build the best trucks that he could.
37,397 miles.
It's a 1926 vehicle. It's been sitting for 30 years in a garage in Illinois.
The truck's been in the family a long time, so it's going to a new family. And I hope you guys can really enjoy it and restore it.
We picked up the truck, we took a little road trip, drove through the cornfields in Indiana, ended up spending time with Bob McCrary in Ypsilanti.
I think it looks great. You got a little work to do, but it's not bad.
He is probably the leading expert in the country on Gotfredson trucks.
Marvel Mist Oil.
What's the purpose of that?
Well,
cures anything that ails you.
Yeah, anything that ails you. If you're sick.
By the time I left his farm, I knew the wiring and everything that needed to be done to this truck. We wanted to store it up here in Campo because the truck museum is up here and they know everything about trucks.
Ready?
Yep.
Carl Calvert runs the truck museum out here in Campo.
Number one is where the window is.
He starts looking at the magneto, he starts playing around with the carburetor, and when it started, it was like the biggest thrill.
It's purring like a kitten. It's running great.
I think the whole idea here is to bring something back to life, something that we can do together and enjoy together for the rest of our lives.
It feels like a tank. That's first, that's second.
And then eventually hand it down to next generation for them to enjoy.
That's awesome. I'm so glad they shared that with us. David Gotfredson is a producer for CBS News 8. He and his brother Paul grew up in the Detroit area where the truck was made, and they moved to San Diego with their family as teenagers.